This season of Melbourne Survivor, people will be pushed to their limits. In our toughest season yet, they'll need to build actual fire to survive the cold night that's about to hit them.
Well, I'm a scout, and this is a scout camp. This is my home territory, essentially.
I was born in Mexico City, so I don't sound like everyone else. I work as a video editor. Every year I work with Tennis Australia and I work at the Australian Open.
I was a professional tennis player for 15 years. Being a super fan, I feel like the biggest thing is to make those social connections to begin with. Don't go too crazy, don't be too bossy, don't be too annoying if I can help it.
I can talk to any type of person. Doesn't really matter if they're gay, straight, bisexual, non-binary. Like, I can talk to anybody. Cat, dog, mouse.
I'm a big family person, big friend person, very social, constantly doing something, always busy.
Being a police officer, you tell people, they automatically think you have certain characteristics. I don't want to be fighting against that. I don't think I embody those characteristics.
People think boys are smart or shifty or going to be really good at the final tribal at talking. I'm going to tell everyone that I'm a musician, a rocker. I can be and will be, for the next couple of days, ruthless bastard.
48 hours, 16 people, 1 survivor.
I'm actually a 4th generation sales rep. So basically selectively bred for being obnoxiously overconfident, but in a very original move. I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm a sales rep because nobody likes sales reps except for sales reps.
I think I'm fun. I can be quite judgy, I suppose, so that should be interesting in terms of Survivor.
I think I'm probably like a social geek, so like I have a lot of nerdy interests. I play D&D. I used to be a national champion at Quidditch.
So I'm less customized with this weather.
I'm from Adelaide, so I've made the trip. I was talking to my wife about how I lie and can lie, and she got worried that she married a psychopath. I even lied to the person I was on the plane next to flying here. They asked me what I did, and I thought, let's practice the lies.
Come on in, guys! Step onto your tribe mat and welcome everyone to Melbourne Survivor Playing with Fire. Woo! Is anyone nervous? Really, only a few hands. We've got some confident people here. Does anyone think they're going to be totally fine with the survival aspect? You know, like, no, some no's. Some people are going to struggle a bit with being cold at night and setting up a shelter.
Yeah. I'm cold and it's the day.
You're gonna have to set up a tribe shelter, cook your food, and try to stay warm at night or not freeze. And to do that, you're gonna need fire. And that's what this season is all about.
Playing with fire, that means playing dangerously. You play with fire, it's a lot of fun, but you can also get burned.
I can't wait to play with fire because I'm going to be a fire starter. I don't want no fire extinguisher or fire man in this house. They're going to be voted out first. I want to play with so much fire that I start fireworks, that I'm going to burn down this city. I'm going to be the next... I don't know anyone that starts fires.
Now, in Australia, fire is a dangerous thing. You don't generally want to be playing with it. If we have bushfires, it's not a good idea. But in Survivor, that's completely different. You want to take risks and you want to make moves and do things that could pay off or could burn you in the process. And some of you are going to get burned and some of you are going to come out strong. We'll see who they are. So to get your fire and to get some of your materials, we're going to have a bit of a challenge. The losing tribe will have flint and they will have other materials, but there'll be less and they'll be scattered around your camp. So you'll have to go and find them and pick them up, and you know, you might not find your flint, you might not have fire. So this is a risky challenge. So for this challenge, what you're gonna have to do is make fire with flint. The tribe that burns through the rope the quickest will win reward. Okay, so before we get to the challenge, we've got something a bit different for this season, which is that we're going to expose the relationships that people have. Okay.
I know Annabelle. She's my ex. No, she's not. She's a good friend. She's a very good friend of mine, and I know Rosie, or I've met Rosie a few times at university.
Cool. And Dale?
I don't know anyone, but I've met Josh like once.
I was in an org with Josh, but I spoke to him maybe like once.
I know Josh.
I know Josh. I know Kate. We're not dating. She just misses.
I know Kate.
Josh?
I do not report anything that they ever said. I do know, I do know Dale, Caitlin, Ash, and Tash, but it's very brief, like once interacted.
Survivor community.
Survivor event, yeah.
I think that's an advantage that some of us don't have, so I'm gonna make sure I try to split up the people who know each other.
Survivors ready? Go!
Does charcoal burn well? I don't know. Is it like basically coal at this point?
I'll take over.
Here in case.
You want to give me a go? Yeah, I'll take over. So it's all going for the fire, but as soon as they get it lit, it's going to be bright under the road.
Scott acting as a spy.
But could we just transfer it off?
Yeah, I think that's better.
It's right there. Get it lit.
I think move that stuff off. Move that stuff off.
You don't want it?
Nah, and then just take the phone down. Are we allowed?
That's what they're doing.
Yellow's gonna have to dig in.
Let's move it. Oh, hell yeah, baby.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Well done.
Oh my god.
god, it's so fucking good!
That is a
Nice
good
one.
one.
So good. Yeah.
Okay, Red Tribe, come get your stuff. Got heaps of tarps and some rope.
Yep.
Should be enough for a decent shelter. Yellow Tribe, I'm afraid all I've got for you is a few pieces of bamboo and a tarp. You'll also get a fire bin and a flint. They'll be hidden somewhere in your camp. Head on out.
I'm going to try and win as many challenges as I possibly can. I think I can make friends super easily. Whether they'll vote with me, I don't know.
So happy we won because now we have a beautiful campsite and fire.
The girl with the tattoos on her neck did an awesome job with the fire. She was the only one who could make sparks, but no one else could get anything happening. But it doesn't matter. We don't need fire. We don't need a camp, tent, a tarp, prepared to sleep under nothing. What we have though is the best tribe.
When I'm with a group of people, just cracking a joke here and there, making people laugh, makes you feel good. It's just good vibes to be around. I would like to think I'd be good at the social aspect and also the physical part and the challenges. And what could get me is maybe just being a bit too panicky in those scrambles and thinking too far into the game. That might be a bit of a Achilles heel.
Looking for our fire, all the fire stuff we need to find, like the pot and the flint, and we're looking for sticks, but obviously no one's looking for the pot or the flint. No one cares. Everyone's looking for the idol.
We stopped at that little bit in the creek where the flag was, and we thought that was the camp. And then everyone's like, no, the camp's this way. And then I saw there was something on the camp flag, so I had to go back and get it. So I told everyone I dropped my puffer. I'm not even asthmatic. I've just got this.
So the whole asthma puffer thing, I don't know, it sounded like he had it in his pocket and then he went to go look for it. I don't know. That's my first sus thing.
Found a little note, which, see what this says. Well done, you found your camp. Oh, that's useless. Useless.
Really set up your shelter, the night's gonna get cold, better get a fire going. Awesome work, team. Thanks, guys.
Disaster.
I know the game very well. I call myself a super fan, as lame as it is. Of course, here I have decided that I'm going to not really know the game. I am going to embody the ideal teammate, the ideal alliance member.
I think I'm looking to align with people who are just fun to play the game with. And who I know will make this enjoyable for me.
Pretending to pick up sticks while we were making the fire. Caitlin walked in on me and I said, I need your help. And so
There was a clue thing in a tree and John told me, so obviously I like John now.
safety is what you seek. On the parchment you must peek. The rock that holds the parchment is an idol that is only valid before merge. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to tie this back up nice and tight and reopen it with Caitlin and John.
She is going to tell us what it is, I think, because obviously we saw her get it, so it'd be a bit weird if she didn't.
I mean, I hope it doesn't blow back and I get voted out because I know about it.
At the moment, I just want to be likable, try and help out, make jokes. And yeah, it's really just social game. That's what I want.
Yep, Fuego. Cute little top. Welcoming. Love it. We just used one rope across that, made a little tent. It's awesome.
I don't think anyone's found any idols yet, but I've looked in a lot of places very quickly and everyone else sort of followed.
Brady from the start kind of distanced himself from the group. He went on looking for the idol straight away.
Someone's gone off and been sketchy, and then he's had a pal with him in Clara. So I love that, because it means if everyone's too scared to get rid of him because he may have an idol, doesn't matter because we've got another person.
I didn't look hard enough to find anything major. So far all I found was the half little note, which led to nothing.
Oh, I just found half a piece of paper that looks like a clue, but apparently it's just trash. Like, sweetie, no one's falling for that. She's super quiet.
Do you want me to try and make the fire?
That'd be amazing.
This is...
Yeah, do you need help?
Right. Well, I thought my plan was to keep to myself, but then apparently I've got the skills. Just became the head show.
These two, or these, there's more space here, but there's a weird log.
Chris is like super opinionated.
No cutting it. No knife. Oh, I could wear it down.
He knows how to do the fire, he knows how to do the shelter, he, you know, because he's seen it on TV, he knows how to do it.
Perfect. So good.
Josh, I don't know if he's making alliances, but he's definitely trying to like put himself out there, trying to meet people.
Everyone's like, I know Josh.
Yeah, but that's like, just because you've seen me at events, like it's something different.
Well, Chris approached me to have an alliance with him and Max, and I said I wanted Mara as well, and then he said we need 5, so let's bring in Josh. I was a little bit confused as to whether he meant he wanted to vote out Josh, because he then said he knows a lot of people on the other tribes, so he'll be a bit of a threat. But I actually like Rosie, and Rosie and I have a mutual connection with Kate.
So far, apparently there's this group of 5 that Chris has put together. I'm not sure if it's Josh or Rosie at this point. Who's the 5? Yeah.
So I found 2 things so far. First is unlocked. If safety is what you seek, on the parchment you must peek. The rock that holds the parchment is an idol that is only valid for all merge. I've also found this. It's flip. And an idol? Congratulations, you have found your tribe's hidden immunity idol. You can play the idol on yourself or someone else until the final tribal council. You must play the idol before the votes are read to be a valid idol. So we have an idol, and it's attached to the flint. Great. So, does that mean there's a second idol in our camp? That's a rock. The rock that holds the parchment. This parchment? Shit, where do I find it? Let's go hide the flint somewhere and then find it heroically.
How many logs we got, Mac?
There's a rock here.
Hey, Bruni! Go! We found it! Well done, mate!
Oh, got hidden from a tree. There's hidden behind a rock and it's not.
Well done, mate!
Oh my god, you're a legend! Literally obsessed with you!
We're currently just chilling out, eating dinner together, and it's really like school camp kumbaya in the good way. This is like when we started this morning, I was thinking to myself, can we do like the opposite of Survivor and just like get to know each other, have fun, and it feels really nice to be doing that right now.
I recently started doing drag during quarantine.
Oh really?
And,
Which
drag?
Which events?
Well, I just started like to get into my own
Oh, I love that.
my gig, because like
Really love Josh. When he was saying that he does drag, I was just like, yes, oh my god, kindred spirit, we must become friends.
being judged. Because like now, after doing quarantine, I was like, you know what, like so many people are doing their own thing. Now it's my time to do my own thing. So that's why I kind of found myself during quarantine.
So it'll kill me if it turns out in his confessional he's like, I've got her hook, line and sinker. So he really better not. We better be working together or I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Right, so I got the 2 kids. So we got Riley, who is 10, and we got Lorelei, who is 6.
So wholesome. I bet you're the best dad. Can you imagine if your dad was a scoutmaster? That'd be so... What a dream. I feel a little bit guilty, I'm not gonna lie, because I was really spilling the tea earlier on Brady because I was just so certain that he had completely lied about the piece of paper situation and that he had like torn up and eaten this clue and he was idol hunting, but actually he's the biggest sweetheart.
I deal with kids every day. Yep, that was no more homeschooling.
I feel horrible because he's the MVP. He's, you know, helping with the fire, and he's a scoutmaster, and he's a dad. Can you imagine how sweet that man would be as a dad? But also like awkward now because does that make me the most like despicable person on the tribe if I am existing as myself and there's nobody who's going around and being sneaky? So I'm gonna have to try and like tone it down on being obnoxious and talking over the top of people because there's no in my mind clear outsiders anymore.
First night here out on Melbourne Survivor, it kind of sucks. I can't sleep at all. I couldn't sleep last night because I was too excited to play this game. Now I'm playing the game and I can't sleep at all. I am trying to pretend not to be a super fan, so Survivor Talk, unfortunately, I am giving minimal input and I'm lying about my job, so I can't talk about my job and give stories about that, which is pretty much the most interesting thing about me. But that's what I've dug myself in, so that's how I have to keep playing.
Come on in, guys! Hey everyone! Welcome to your first challenge. Who's excited? First community challenge. I'm gonna get you guys to reveal your tribe names. All right, well, you guys seem to have the same tribe name, which is a bit confusing. Yeah, but you know what? We'll roll with it. I'll just call you Yellow and Red. You want to know what you're playing for?
Yeah!
Immunity! Tribe immunity is up for grabs.
We will win that.
How this challenge is going to work is that it's kind of like a relay obstacle course. So you will assign each of your tribe members to a section of the course. You'll decide an order to go through, and once one person has completed their section, they'll tag the next person and they'll complete their section. Now you may notice there's only one of each obstacle. This will provide a mix-up, much like your tribe names. So the first person to be at that ready to go at that obstacle will be the first person doing it. So you'll have to wait for the person on the obstacle to finish before you can jump in. You'll also need to assign 2 people to do a puzzle at the end. So during the obstacle course, you will pick up puzzle pieces and give them to your puzzle people at the end of your leg. All right, give you a minute to strategize and we'll get to it. Survivors ready? Go! Yeah! Chloe and Caitlin heading out. Chloe making quick work of that log. Caitlin's already across a few tires. She's zooming across. Chloe's reached her pieces. Gotta get back. Caitlin's almost at the pieces. Caitlin is on a very hard part of the course, but she's doing well. Can she get back?
Chloe's the queen! Chloe's the queen!
Caitlin's starting to wobble. but she's holding on. Meanwhile, Josh is on his part of the course. You can get claustrophobic down there. Josh has got his piece. Caitlin's got her piece. He's running back. Josh and Caitlin back. Dale pushing Rosie around. Rosie can't see her right. Dale's on the wrong side. Rosie's got something going. Dale and Rosie are a bit confused about their section. They've got to do it right to get their piece. Dale falls. He's too tall for it. Rosie's got something going. Rosie's got a way of doing this. She's got to hang on to that rope. Rosie's struggling, but she's getting there. And she's got it. Rosie getting her pieces back. And she drops one. But it's fine, she can pick that up.
Oh my God, you've never been more beautiful.
Rosie's over a course. She's got to pick up that piece. Now Dale's got to get across. Yellow Fuego in the lead. Chris is heading out. Dale's got a strategy going. He's using both ropes. Meanwhile, CK's got his. He's heading back through the tyre. Can he get through? He's going to go head first. Dale coming back slowly but steadily.
Do overtake. Yeah!
Chris has got his piece. Dale has his piece. Max heading out. Max has got the tyres. Will he be as quick as Caitlin? Max very wobbly on those tyres. He skipped one. Those long legs help out. Max looking like he's about to fall on those tyres. But he's almost there.
Take your time, Dale, time.
Max making quick work of this challenge. Throws the piece. That's a strategy.
You've got this, Dale.
Oh, engage that ball.
Max heading back. He looks like he's about to fall, but he's looked like that the whole way. Dale's back. Kate heading out. Red Fuego, you gotta pick it up. Max is back. He's got his puzzle piece. Max heading back. Kate's almost across. Kate getting her pieces. Brady climbing the tyres. He's just leaped over that. Brady's got to untie his piece. It's hard to get off that tree. Kate running back. Brady leaping over that. Oh. Brady's got his piece. even starting their puzzle. Yellow starting on their puzzle before the red tribe even has everyone through their course. Some people might miss out on their section.
We've got it. We know where these ones go. We need this one.
Yellow trying to figure out the puzzle. Chris giving some instructions. The difficult part of this puzzle is keeping it upright. You don't want your fire falling on the ground. Scott back with his piece. John's on the tyres. John steadily getting over those tyres. He's got his pieces there. John gets his piece quickly.
He dropped it.
John, quick over that obstacle. He's running back.
Go, John.
Red needs to make a comeback real quick. Meanwhile,
You got it, Tash. Nice
yeah.
running.
Meanwhile, yellow is finishing their puzzle. They've got the last piece in. Oh no! They've got to start again.
Because they you've got to make sure they're aligned when we let go.
The tricky part about this puzzle is keeping it upright. You don't want your fire on the ground. Meanwhile, Tash is helping her tribe catch up. She's got some pieces. Red starting on their puzzle. Got Ash and Marina. Red's got a chance to catch up, but they have to be quick. And they have to put it in properly. They don't want theirs to fall.
Even if one of you.
Okay. Yellow's almost got theirs together. Red's struggling to keep their puzzle up. It's a simple puzzle, but it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, that's it. That's so
Hey! Yellow wins immunity! We've got the idol thing. All right, Yellow Fuego, come get immunity. Safe from the first tribal council. That's got to be a good feeling. Red Fuego, I'm afraid I've got nothing for you. Head back to camp. Decide who you're going to vote out.
We didn't particularly work as a team. People running around like the headless chooks, but I don't think anyone's shit.
Out of everyone in that challenge, Dale and Ash were the two that kind of let the team down a little bit.
If we do go with one challenge, then if we have to think about it, then it probably would be Dale, because he was the weakest link in the challenge. But I think the hard part is one, thinking about future challenges.
Well, we could. I mean, there's the 5 of us, so we're not going to say each other. So we could go through each one.
Yeah. And what do we want to do in terms of like, we've got so many challenges today.
Yeah.
We'll all like drop like flies if we keep losing.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm feeling better than I expected. I think I performed well and got it done quickly, and so that takes me off the radar. Around camp, I think I've been adequate. I'm getting along with people okay, just fine. The key was going off with the main group right then.
I can see it. Get it. Get it right.
Get it?
All right.
Oh, that's right there.
The really tall, I think it's Dale, the really tall guy. When we were looking for firewood, he either found an idol or he's found a clue to an idol because I told him to pick it up. Because I'm wearing something that I could not hide a giant package in. So I've now given him something.
She pretty much pointed me in the direction of this. It's got a flint on it as well, which is pretty cool. Reading this, yeah, it's definitely the idol or your normal idol rules. So I've got the idol. The other guy clearly saw me have it. It was basically in front of his eyes and I grabbed it. To be honest, I gotta say, John, I found the idol. John knows I have it, I'm pretty sure, and I think that's what you could be telling them.
Oh,
so
okay,
he really just broke them off straight away.
Yeah.
Where'd you find it? In the bark.
Congratulations.
There's a rumor that he might actually have an immunity idol. So we need to figure that on out. If he has one, if he's telling the truth that he has one.
So Marina. I don't want a girl to go home first because that's so typical of just Survivor things. And I'm really vibing with like John, Ashley. I'm not sure on Scott, like he seems nice, but in my head, like his name is Chris. He looks like a Chris. And you know what, Chris, like I feel like he would be the person to go for.
Possible, I think.
What's everyone chatting about?
Just Survivor stuff.
The water's really good.
Yeah.
Good
It's
flow.
really crisp,
Got a good
isn't
flow
it?
going.
Okay.
So we're all going to go that Scott, yeah?
So the brief chat was very Ash, but Caitlin wasn't keen on that.
Yeah. I think I'm not keen. I don't know. I don't want to go Ash out either.
Yeah.
I feel like, Survivor history, it's like people of colour out first
Yeah,
and women out
we
first.
don't want that. So yesterday I found an idol clue, but John and Caitlin know that I've got that clue.
Yeah. And so he was saying that he's thinking of playing it because he just wants it to kind of like flush it out.
I've also just found out that Dale has confided in John that he's got an idol. So John knows about mine and he knows about Dale's.
Do you want to split Scott Dale?
Yeah, they look like they could pair up, hey?
Yeah. And so we can like vote. I don't know if we have like enough people to try and split the vote between the two of them.
Kate seems to think that Dale is spooked enough to play his idol. I'm not so convinced about that, but we'll see.
The choice is pretty simple to me. If people know you have an idol, play it, get rid of it, take the target off your back.
Welcome to your first tribal council. For one of you, it will be the last. Fire represents your life in this game. When your fire is out, so are you. Marina, how does it feel to be the first tribal council of the season?
Not great. It was very hectic back at camp, but I think, yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Just Scott, what was it like before the challenge? Was there much aligning or talk of things?
No, as far as I'm aware, there was no strategic talk before the challenge, at least none that I was involved in. It all just started after the challenge, so we didn't really know where to start.
So John, does that mean that it was chaos? Do you know what's happening tonight? Do you think there's a plan?
I hope I do. Like, I hope the people I talk to, people I can trust, and that they know they can trust me back. But it definitely was quite chaotic at the start, and names were being thrown out.
Dale, have you heard multiple names come up, or is there sort of one name that you think is going to go through?
Probably multiple names, and then people say you're safe, you shouldn't worry, which makes you worry more.
Ash, how do you know how to trust people? What do you do to figure out if people are on your side or not?
Honestly, with this crew, I do trust them. We've had a lot of discussions from last night and just getting to know each other. It's just, we just didn't have enough time really to discuss everything before this.
So Tash, what's your vote based on tonight?
I think that's the hardest part, because we spent all of last night getting to know each other, building a fire, cooking rice. No strategic chats, as far as I'm aware, were had, and we had a really lovely evening. We all huddled up under the tent, our beautiful tent that we created as a group. Yeah, everyone played their role. Everyone did well at the challenge. Like, honestly, it was a stab in the dark as to who you went for, and as long as everyone just agreed on a name, I think that was the best we could do at this point. But there was no defining reason behind a vote.
Scott, what's your vote based on tonight?
It's based on the name that was last given to me by the majority of people.
Marina, did you feel like anyone was letting the tribe down in the challenge? Were there maybe any things that you did wrong as a tribe?
I don't think so. I think that's what made this vote so difficult, was that there wasn't anyone you could blame on the loss and go, you were useless in the challenge or whatever. So I think that would have made things a lot easier. So I think a name or two names or three names or however many names got thrown out, and people kind of clung to those, and hopefully that's what we're doing.
All right, well, with that, we'll get to the vote. Tash, you're up. I'll go get the votes. Alright, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I think I'll play it. So 2 reasons. First reason is I basically am that idiot that told everyone I had an idol. Second reason, I had a second reason. Second reason, it keeps falling out of my pocket all the time. So I think I'll just get rid of it. And I actually have a third reason. I don't really like the feeling of having it, so I'd rather just get rid of it.
You playing this for yourself?
Yes please. Yeah.
Alright. This is a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Dale will not count. First vote, Scott. Second vote, Ashley. Third vote, Scott. That's 2 votes Scott, 1 vote Ashley. Next vote, Scott. Next vote, Scott. First person voted out as Melbourne Survivor playing with fire, Scott. Can you bring me your torch? Scott, the tribe has spoken. Head on out.
Sorry, Scott. See you, Scott.
All right, well, you've had to make your first big, tough decision as a tribe. There will be more to come. Head on out. Await your next challenge.
Today I thought I was in a good position, and I don't know at what point it went wrong. I thought they needed strength for challenges. I don't know. I'm not a physical specimen, but I'm not bad. I think they're going to really struggle. I don't have anything nice to say to them, to be honest. Don't have anything nice to say to that tribe, so I'll just leave it at that.